Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jeff, and per request here, I'm going to do a video of the new and updated SENUKE XCR. It's actually quite amazing. It brings a few new features to the table. Number one I like is the Turbo Wizard, which allows you to set up a campaign literally in about 15 or 20 seconds of work. Instead of having to go through and select every single thing possible, you just enter your URL, your keywords, some tags, and you enter your campaign name, and you choose a template, and you click on create, and of course you choose the start time, how many days, etc. But it sets up the entire campaign within a few minutes. It's only about 30 seconds of work for you. I'm going to go through there and show you guys, for those that do not know how the whole thing works, I'm going to show you the old school way, which still works really amazingly, and it still works quite amazingly, and it gives you a lot of free reign and a lot of it really allows you to custom build your campaigns properly. And I'll admit it, for a few months I stopped using SENUKE X as I was getting better results with outsourcing. I still do some outsourcing, but they've made it a lot better now, and I've learned some new techniques to really use it and get the best possible results. So as an SEO tool, I do highly recommend this. So if you have not yet, you can go ahead and download a trial. There's a link down below. I believe they have a free trial for 2 weeks. I really do recommend it. As an SEO professional, I do use this even within my own SEO company. And yeah, I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to go ahead and run a campaign on a simple website I own, which is bestdubstepartists.org. I'm actually very happy to be ranked on page 1 for that phrase, using only SENUKE X. Granted, it was actually a fairly easy phrase to get ranked for, but SENUKE did it rather easily for me. So we're going to go ahead and click on Wizard. We're going to go through the old school way, and of course the Wizard is actually fairly new to SENUKE X itself. SENUKE prior to this did not have it. So I know you probably cannot see my full screen here, so I'm going to shrink things down a little bit. You have to forgive me here. I set my recording window to be a bit smaller than the default. So first of all, for my campaign name, I'm simply going to choose Best Dubstep Artist. Now at the bottom you have an option for how many sets of profiles, and it explains it right here. Is each profile is going to be every single account you create. So if you create 3 sets of profiles, it's going to basically give you a lot more backlinks, but it's also going to give you those links from a bigger variety, not just from 1 set of accounts, but from 3 sets of accounts. So it takes longer, it uses up more resources, but it does give your site a much more natural appearance. Let me make sure you can see my site here. So for my URL, bestdubstepartist.org, I'm just going to add this URL right here. And the beauty is SENUKE X does allow you now to add multiple URLs. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to do backlinking to multiple URLs at once to give things a much more natural look. Now what I like to do personally is I will just add one main one. So I'm going to remove this for now. I like to add one main one, and I will add other ones with specific keywords later. Because if you add a bunch of URLs right here, they're all going to get the same keywords. So I'm just going to use one URL for now. And I'm going to type in a few keywords here. Top dubstep. If I can spell that correctly. Artist, dubstep, artist. Oops. And what I like to do, one of my things I like to do is, previously, a couple of years ago, in fact, if you guys know me, you'll know that I taught you always want to really do a crap load of backlinks to your main keyword. In fact, that's what most SEO people taught, and some still do. However, while it was excellent before to have a keyword, have all of your backlinks pointing towards one keyword, now you really want to make things appear more natural. Sorry for the background noise there. I didn't close my door or my window outside. So you really want to make things appear more naturally. And so what I like to do is I like to add a bunch of random stuff that you might see in a natural backlinking process. For example, click here, check this out, the website name itself. So I will include, if I'm trying to rank for just 1 or 2 keywords, I'll include upwards of 10 still. It's going to choose from these keywords randomly, and that's going to really give it a much more natural look, instead of just having all of your links going for one keyword. So Let's see, best dubstep artist, top, click here. I'm just adding some related phrases and some random phrases. And you guys get the point here, but believe it or not, even though you're going to get less links for your particular keyword, a lot of these are related still, and it's going to give it a much more natural appearance, your campaign that is. So I do highly recommend it. Now for the title, you want to choose your main keyword. So I'm going to go with best dubstep artist, and I'm just going to click on auto generate for down below. And for a company name, it's just going to be a company name that's going to go on some backlinks you create. For the picture, I don't think I have any dubstep. Let me see if I do. Let me see if I have anything dubstep related. I did not actually pre-register, so looks like I do. Okay, perfect. I've actually got some dubstep pictures here, so I'll just use the I Love Dubstep one. And all that does is on some of the profiles you make, it just adds an image to make it look more like a real profile, as opposed to just a spammer using software to set up an account, which of course we are. Music. You want to choose a few categories. Click auto select. Just choose a few related to your industry. So I'm just going to choose music and entertainment. If you don't have any exact ones, it's fine. You can still choose. If no matching category, select random. So we've got random ones that fill in the rest, and we're going to click on next. All right, now next up here, what do we have here? We have the author bio and the about me section. Now these are going to be different things, and you can read the instructions here, but these are going to show up within your profile. So for the author bio, you want to make it a short promo about yourself, maybe 2 to 4 sentences. So and this is kind of in third person here. So Jason Johnson, making up a random name, loves his 2 dogs. He also mildly obsessed with dubstep music. You can read more about him and check out his sites here. And you can also even add a link in here. So basically, I'll show you what this says here. We're gonna you can auto generate it. That's a new feature. Hold on a second. What? Okay, that's new. What is that? Okay, now that's adding a full article for the author bio, which is interesting, but it actually does add a link to my website. It does add some random keywords, and this is really interesting. I'm just going to stick with my bio. Now I'm going to spin my bio so I can make it a bit unique. So it's going to replace some of the words with different words. So basically, you're going to see some blue words showing up here in just a minute. It's going to randomly choose from those words when it makes this post, when it adds this bio, so that everything's going to look a bit differently. And while it's thinking about that, we're going to add an About Me section here, which is going to be more of a, something short and sweet. Hi guys, my name is Jason, just here to talk music and get to know you guys. We're going to spin that one as well. It's going to take my keywords here, and it's going to make sure it does not change those keywords, and it's going to spin any text in here that it can. So for example, Jason Johnson loves or enjoys his 2 dogs, canines, puppies, pet dogs, etc. So the beauty about that is you're going to get random text. You're not going to have the same bio or the same About Me section throughout the entire linking campaign, which is awesome. So we're going to click on next. Now here is the meat and potatoes. Meat and potatoes. I don't really say potatoes like potatoes here. Let me see if I can enlarge this a little bit so you guys can see more what I'm doing here. If you're not yet watching this video in full screen, I really highly suggest you do so. So we got a few brand new things which I'm really excited about for SENUKE XCR. Is you've got wiki links, you've got WordPress links, and you got PDF documents. So you got 18 different PDF sites. You've got WordPress sites, which you, I believe, will custom add yourself. And you've got 80 different Wikipedia sites. Now, the beauty about that is you're going to get a bigger variety of links than you had before. So, honestly, if you want to do things the old school way, you can just do this. You can add your own links in here. and you can spend a bunch of time making a custom profile. But what I like to do is I like to use their pre-made templates, and they've got some brand new ones as well, which is really, really nice for SENUKE XCR. Now, a lot of people ask me which one I recommend. These ones are brand spanking new, these Zont SEO ones, but really the best thing is to go through them, take a look at them, and see what you like. You're going to find that you want to use smaller ones for newer sites, and it really depends. You just kind of want to play with it and see what you get the best results with. This one is new. This is a social/wiki combination here. We have some other ones I saw. This is all for one and one for all, which is a much, looks like a more spread out template. Looks like a spiral. It looks like everything points down to your main money site, which is pretty cool. Let's see, you've got Have I Got News For You, which looks like a Wikipedia one, social networks, a big social media, press releases. So really the best thing is just to go through. I mean, I just downloaded this yesterday, or actually, yesterday. It's a brand new version, so I haven't really got to play with it too much yet, just to let you guys know which one I prefer. But I'm just going to choose, let's choose the full Monty version 4. And this is a big one with a crap ton of everything. But the beauty is, though, if you guys are doing this later, if you're doing a Turbo Wizard, which I showed you guys before, you don't have to go through and do this all. You're going to be able to do this just with a few clicks. But if you look at this, I mean, everything we've got Wikipedia links pointing to our site. We've got PDF sites. We've got sites linking to our sites. I mean, we've got 3 or 4, maybe even 5 tiers of websites here, all pointing back to our main site, which is amazing. So you're not just having links directly to your site, but you're having links pointing to your links. You're having links pointing to those links, and the beauty of that is these links, your first network, your first tier links, really get reinforced by having more backlinks to them, and the links pointing to those get reinforced because they have backlinks to them, and overall that makes a web of really, really, really powerful backlinks pointing back to your website. So I'm not going to explain everything here because it's going to take me too long, but I mean, SENUKE XCR does have some great training tutorials, and I think you're going to like this. So next up, we're going to go ahead and choose settings for profile 1. I only choose one profile. You just click on auto generate, and it's going to add some random names it's going to choose from. And we're going to go ahead and create email address, and we're going to download, and this is awesome, but we're going to download a pre-created Hotmail account, which is amazingly quick. Now what SENUKE X does is they've got a few thousand Hotmail accounts they create every day and add to their network, which you can simply download yourself, as it works out rather well. So it's going to take about, it usually takes about 15 seconds. Sometimes if the server is slow, which is rare, up to a couple of minutes, and it's going to go ahead and download an email address. As you see, I've already got it right there. It's going to log in the back end and verify that's correct, and then it's going to pop up and add the information right here. So bear with me here just a moment. And here it is. That just took about 30 seconds total. So now I've got an email address I did not have to create. We're going to go ahead and test it to make sure the software can log in. Wonderful, successfully logged into the email account. So next up, we're going to go through and we're going to start creating some content. Now the beauty is, if you have the best spinner, which I do recommend, it's only, I forget the price to be honest, I've been paying for it for a couple of years now, but it's not needed, but the best spinner does help to give you more unique content. You can also auto-generate high quality content, which I have not paid for. This is a different feature, but if you just want to generate free content, I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to unselect the best spinner, and I'm going to click on generate, and it's going to grab 4 articles total based on these keywords here. And it's going to add, if you look at the bottom here, it shows our status, downloaded 2 articles. And if you look at the left, we're going to be able to shorten the article and choose random paragraphs. So we're going to click on preview sample, and it's going to give us 1 article example of a post for you. And this is nice, it makes sense. If you spin the article, it's going to pull random paragraphs from all of this right here to make it a fairly unique article. So if you add the best spinner, it just takes in that spinning process I showed you before, and it helps to make the stuff even more unique. So next up, we're going to download some content the same way for our Wikipedia link. Okay, it says no articles found. So now Wikipedia, this is telling me it doesn't really have anything about dubstep, which is kind of weird. Let's try here. I'm just going to try electronic music. Why not? use a broader keyword. Okay, let's try music. And again, this is brand new. This is actually my second time using this feature, so perhaps it's not working. Perhaps I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. But in that case, it's not working. I'm just going to go back to my previous article, and I'm going to use that same one here. And it's fine because it does get spun, so you're going to get unique content. I need to re-add those tags here. Dubstep. Alright, so we're going to go to our PDF section here. We're going to see if we can generate content for this, and it looks like it is downloading articles for me. And I am pre-spinning this with the best spinner. Like I said, that's not needed, but honestly, treat internet marketing, treat SEO like a business. It's really well worth the investment. So now I've got a crap load of articles here, and if I preview a sample, I'm just going to add some random content. It might make sense, it might not, but the beauty is it's all talking about what I want. It's talking about dubstep music, electronic music, and if we click on check uniqueness, it's going to check online for me, and it's going to tell me how unique this content is. So according to dupecop.com, they checked 16 different samples, and on average, each article is 64% unique, which is pretty good, so I'm okay with that. So I'm going to click on next. Now for the bookmark description, you want to be a bit more specific about this. You don't want to auto-generate it, but you want to type something that's going to be more obvious. So you want to keep it short, at least 50 characters, but under 50 words. Hey, what? I'm just going to add something randomly, something that will hopefully get people to pay attention to and comment on and say, hey, basically check out this link, what do you think, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just going to copy this so I can use it for the next one. I don't really care if those are the same. If I preview a sample here, I mean, it works. It gives you different content, so it's going to be unique each time, which is amazing. We're going to add a third bookmark. Okay, next up we're going to add a article here, and again I'm going through this rather quickly. I'm already at 17 minutes, and I'm kind of doing a very simple version here. I mean, if I did a full detailed explanation of everything here, it would take me well over an hour, and I've done that before. So I'm trying to keep it simple, but still show you the power of this software. Okay, we've got our content there. We're going to do our press release. We're going to generate content for that as well. And as you see, it's got my author bio, which I typed in the beginning on the right side there, which is awesome. Okay, we're downloading. And we're almost done here. So the next thing we're going to do is download our last bit of content, which is going to be some WordPress content. It's going to download some WordPress stuff. And what this is going to do, actually, is it's going to create a brand new WordPress account for you, which is pretty cool. You can have a WordPress account named one of these things randomly, which is actually a new feature as well. So let's see if this is long enough here. Okay, 576. And we're going to click on next. Now we've got a few options here. Number one is I am using, for my CAPTCHA service, what am I using? I think I'm no longer using Death by DCAPTCHA because my account was empty. I've got $5. I'm going to use that. You know, I'm going to move this off the screen for just a minute. Actually, I'm just going to move this screen here. I need the checking account profile. Bear with me here just a minute. There we are. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to move this off screen for a moment because it does not hide the passwords. I don't really feel like sharing with you guys my CAPTCHA password. Okay, Death by DCAPTCHA. Okay, that's what I'm using. Okay, cool. That's set up properly. And actually, I was wrong. They do hide it now, which is awesome. So, Death by DCAPTCHA, I've got $5.28. I'm going to have to add some more. I do recommend it. It's the cheapest one, and it does work rather well. So the next thing you're going to do is you can actually add CAPTCHA Sniper, which is actually going to do some free CAPTCHA solving. So it's actually going to save you about 5% or so of your CAPTCHA fund. So yes, you do have to pay for CAPTCHA solving, but it does make the process a lot quicker. So next up, I leave everything else alone here. You've got a schedule setting, as in what time you want this to start. And you can choose how many days you want the submission to run through. So because this is a large campaign, I actually could run it over one day, but I'm going to spread this over 3 days just because I want it to appear more natural. I don't want all of my links to show up at once. Now what else I'm going to do here is if you want, you can set the submission submitter limit. So for example, let's say you don't want to post to every single site. You could change it and have it post on maybe 75%, or you can change things manually. For example, the let's take a look here. The where'd it go? Google Places. I forgot that one's new. I'll have to look at that later. It's also got a Google Places feature, which I will be using for my local SEO clients. Let's say you got 162 social networking sites. Those sites take up the most of your deCAPTCHA. So if you want to cut that in half, you can, for example. So I'm just going to drop this maybe down by a few to save some stuff. So I'm just going to drop it down to 100, which is actually going to save me a few bucks. So basically, if you look in the bottom, we've got 1,329 different websites selected that we're going to be creating accounts in. So you really are getting a crap ton of backlinks. And if you do this properly, if you do this safely, you're going to have some pretty decent success. So next we simply click on, okay, I'm going to leave it for 1040. I'm going to spread this over 3 days. If you're doing a smaller campaign, you can do, I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing a campaign over 1 day. If it's something as large as this, I would usually, I'm going to do 2 days. But if it's something large with maybe 3 profiles instead of 1 profile, you might want to do 3 days. It's really up to you. You can experiment to see what you like the best, but I'm going to go for 2 days just for the fun of it. So I'm going to click on next, and I'm going to click on finish. It's going to take a moment to update everything. About this entire process, my video is at 21 minutes so far. I'm doing this process before. If I was not explaining everything, it would take only maybe 5 to 10 minutes or so, which is not bad. However, with the new Turbo Wizard, you can do the whole thing in about 30 seconds. But I'm going to show you one more thing. If you go to URLs right here on our campaign, oops, best of SEP artists. If you go to money site URL, you can actually add individual URLs. Let's say you want to send, maybe you want to send all these keywords right here, but you want to send maybe different links or different keywords for different URLs. You can actually add the other URLs right here, and you can add specific keywords for each URL. So the beauty is with this, you can take 10 different URLs, you can add 3 keywords per URL, and you can literally do backlinking to 30 different keywords on 10 different URLs, all with one campaign, which is pretty powerful. And here's the thing, when you do SEO, when you do backlinking, you don't ever want to do all of your backlinks to one URL. You don't want to just focus on the home page and nothing else. And the beauty of this is, this allows you to focus on multiple URLs at once. I have this starting, it's going to be starting tonight in about half an hour or so. But yeah, guys, that is essentially how that works, which is pretty freaking cool. I do highly recommend using this. And the Turbo Wizard just makes things even easier. If I want to do the Turbo Wizard, for example, oops. It's this easy. I'm going to add my keywords. We're going to add some tags, which will be the same type of thing. You want to add phrases that are similar to what you're doing. You need at least 3 tags, and of course you can choose a category. Let's see, where's the category? Actually, never mind, that's for the article builder. You can choose a template from right here, which again, the templates I showed you before. I'm going to choose the, let's see here, the, I don't understand these all yet. I'm just going to choose double-sided mirror. And you can choose a start date. Now, because I've got a 2-day campaign going right now, you can run multiple campaigns at once, but because I'm doing the same for the same website, I'm going to have this start on the 24th. At 10:29 a.m. So the beauty of this is, you click on create campaign, your work is done. You can walk away and close it now. I've got one campaign that's starting in 30 minutes. I've got another one that's going to start in 4 days. You can schedule campaigns for months, for weeks in advance if you want. Okay, looks like I have to re-authenticate my spinner account. That's fine. I'm not using the best spinner anymore. Actually, yes, I am. I'll fix that once I'm done with this. But yeah, the beauty is you can literally schedule campaigns to run whenever you want. So me, for example, in January, I'm going to Asia for 2.5 weeks, to Cambodia, Thailand, and Singapore. And when I'm gone, I'm going to have this scheduled to run multiple different linking campaigns for me while I'm gone. I'm going to have it run campaigns for probably 5 different websites for both myself and for both individual clients. and I won't have to touch it. I will just have to leave my computer turned on, and it's that easy. And for those of you guys that are a bit more advanced, if you don't want to have to leave your computer on, you don't have to. You can use a private VPN service. You can, you can set it up to run on a virtual server, a VPS, and you can access it from anywhere, run it from anywhere. So you can turn your computer off at night. Myself personally, I let my computer run pretty much 24/7. I reboot it once every 3 to 5 days. But yeah, guys, that is it. That is how amazingly simple and easy it is to use SENUKE XCR. They've got an amazing forum. They've got, one more thing, the portal. I forgot to show you guys this. This allows you to add, now what you can do with SENUKE X, I haven't played with this yet, but it allows you to do programming yourself. And let's say, for example, there's this website you love, it's a PageRank 5 website, and you wish SENUKE X to do backlinks to that site because it looks like other sites you've linked to before. You can program SENUKE X yourself to do backlinks to that particular site. And here's the thing, is you're able to share, I believe, you're able to share those posts, and every one you share, you get 10 points, which allows you to download 10 other custom templates. These are custom templates right here that people have made. So you can play with these custom templates, and you can do backlinks to sites that no one else is doing, which is amazing. And if you share, you get to download more, which is amazing. So I'm not going to download any now, but there's also one other feature, which I haven't looked at yet, but it's a Google Maps feature. And I wish I knew how that one worked. I'm not going to have time to check it out now, unfortunately. I have to watch the rest of the video still. But I wanted to show you guys, just show you how it works once again. This is SENUKE XCR. They do have a free 2-week trial. A free 2-week trial, that is, which you can download. Yeah, guys, so seriously, I recommend this. You are going to get great results if you do things smartly. Here's my advice. Use multiple URLs. Like I showed you, use multiple keywords. Don't just use your one main keyword and throw all of your backlinks towards that. Use multiple keywords, use multiple URLs. Don't be afraid to use 30 different keywords. It's going to make things look more natural, and in the end, you're going to get much better rankings and much better results. So hey guys, once again, if you've been hanging out with me for this long, we're into 26 minutes now, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. And here, look, my next campaign's already started because I set it to run at 10:19. Beautiful. So my campaign's running. All I have to do is minimize this, click on X, it's going to minimize it. That's me and my wife, by the way. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a great afternoon, great evening, great morning. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.